Imagine being one step away from achieving your ultimate dream, only to have it ripped away at the last second. That's exactly what happened to Isaiah Austin.
Isaiah Austin lost sight in his right eye as an 8th grader, but only seeing out of one eye didn't cloud his vision for his future, basketball. The 7'1" sophomore at Baylor declared for this week's NBA draft.
A 7-foot star at the University of Baylor who overcame blindness in one eye, battled through impossible odds, and stood on the doorstep of the NBA until a devastating diagnosis changed his life forever. This is the heartbreaking yet inspiring story of the NBA player who never got a shot at greatness. If you've ever had a dream of making it big or doing something incredible, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We are trying to get 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe right now or you will have 100 years of bad luck. Alright, back to the video. Isaiah Austin was born in Fresno, California in 1993. From the moment he picked up a basketball, it was obvious he had something special. By high school, he wasn't just tall, he was incredibly skilled, fluid, and dominant.
3 from Cusick, in and out. Davies crashing the boards, rejected by Austin, but
Scouts had him pegged as one of the best prospects in the entire country, but Isaiah was hiding a secret. When he was just a teenager, a freak accident happened while playing basketball that would change his life forever. A hit to the head caused a detached retina in his right eye. Doctors tried, but the damage was permanent. Isaiah Austin was legally blind in one eye. Most players would have given up right there. After all, basketball is a game that relies on depth perception, vision, and awareness. Losing half your sight should have ended his dream. But not for Isaiah. He adapted his game, sharpened his instincts, and learned to play through it.
Coached anyone that was blind in one eye?
Isaiah told teammates what he had been hiding.
At Baylor University, he became a standout. His size, shot blocking, and defensive presence made him one of the top big men in college basketball. Even though he couldn't see out of one eye, his talent was undeniable. And by 2014, he was projected to be a first-round NBA draft pick. Heading into the 2014 NBA draft, Isaiah Austin was ready to take the next step. Scouts loved his upside. Analysts talked about his length and versatility. At 7'1" with guard-like mobility, he had the potential to be a difference maker.
State game while my luggage just goes round and round. And Baylor goes round and round. They get an underneath inbounds play for a dunk.
For Isaiah, this was it. Everything he's been waiting for. The years of training, the sacrifices, the playing through the blindness. It was all about to pay off. The NBA was waiting. But just days before the draft, Isaiah Austin went through the routine physicals and medical exams that every player faces. And that's when everything changed. Doctors discovered that Isaiah Austin had a rare genetic disorder known as Marfan syndrome. Marfan syndrome affects the body's connective tissue and can cause the walls of the heart and arteries to weaken.
Blood test done like a couple weeks back. My mom said they came back positive for Marfan syndrome.
In other words, if Isaiah played professional basketball, the strain could cause his heart to literally tear apart. Continuing his career wasn't just risky, it was life-threatening. In the span of one doctor's visit, his NBA dream was gone. Austin described it as the toughest moment of his life. Years of work, thousands of hours in the gym, all to be taken away by something completely out of his control. And worst of all, it happened just days before the NBA draft.
his story, of course, diagnosed with Marfan syndrome before the 2014 NBA draft.
He was supposed to be hearing his name called by Commissioner Adam Silver. Instead, he was facing the reality that he could never play in the NBA. But in that moment of heartbreak, the NBA gave Isaiah something unforgettable. On draft night, Commissioner Adam Silver called Isaiah Austin's name, not as a pick for a team, but as an honorary selection.
Baylor center, Isaiah Austin. You may have heard about Isaiah. He is one of the nation's best collegiate players.
The Barclays Center erupted with applause. Isaiah walked to the stage, shook Adam Silver's hand, and stood under the bright lights just as he had always dreamed. The league couldn't give him a career, but they gave him a moment. a moment that he'll never forget for the rest of his life.
It's one of the biggest blessings of my life. I've worked so hard to get to this point, and unfortunately it was taken away, but when God closes one door, he opens up another for you.
And a tribute that recognized his courage, his fight, and his story. For most people, that might have been the end, but Isaiah Austin didn't quit. 2 years later, in 2016, doctors reevaluated his condition. They cleared him to play basketball again.
奥斯汀晃一下，以色列迅速的回位，转身，好球。
At least overseas, where the medical rules weren't as strict as the NBA's. Isaiah signed with teams around the world, from Serbia to China, even to the Philippines. He continued to chase the game he loved, even if it wasn't under the NBA spotlight.
Austin, you bet. 52 points.
Every time he stepped on the floor, it was a reminder that even though the league had said no, the game itself could never truly be taken from him. Today, Isaiah Austin isn't remembered for the NBA stats or championships. He's remembered for something bigger. He showed the world that no matter the obstacles, whether it's blindness, a rare genetic condition, or shattered dreams, you can still push forward.
The draft, I've been getting, checked by my doctor, and through those checkups, we've been monitoring my heart, making sure that nothing has changed, and he said that I'm stable. I am cleared. I am about to be out here pursuing my dream.
He became a symbol of perseverance, a reminder that sometimes the most inspiring players aren't the ones who lift trophies, but the ones who refuse to give up when everything is taken from them. And that's why Isaiah Austin's story will always be bigger than basketball. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like. And if you want more untold NBA stories just like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now for more content.